All right. Now, this will make sense with the news clip I just put up in a playlist. Check it out, your playlist. They can make you, these clips make even more sense. I'm good at trying to show you and all different examples for what somatic you're up to of education, you see? And have you ever heard of the saying, tell it to me more simpler, not in your science education, and me not understand, me dig holes and chop down trees kind of thing, you know? Alright, me basic, but I need to know this. That's why you're here. We need truth all the time. Truth, 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 truth. Otherwise, no truth, you only get the run around of the sin. Huh? So, here comes another sin. Why do people class things as work? It's something they don't like doing, or it's something that your class is pay. You like doing it, but it's pay. That'd be the best way to have work, isn't it? That it's all right. You actually fit into that area for really got nothing to say, no one wins to. That'll be an ultimate workplace, cool work, you know, future work to go to head to the new future, right? But we don't have that work. We have called no one. Everyone here is work, and they're like, because work is what, like China used to tell people what positions they were when they leave school, what they're going to be. They find out who's best at what, and they tell you what to do. And so you get the similar thing here. They say learn this and you can be this, but then you find out no, only 10%. It's always only 10%. Only 10% there, right? And so work is a paid thing. In fact, what do you see at work a lot of times that people do? They might go to a factory job and repeat the same thing every day. And that's why it becomes work, because it's boring. Right? That's that, work, isn't it? It's just boring. It gets quite annoying. But hey, we get paid. We can go calm and relax with the pay and move on. That's human life, mate, isn't it? Isn't that suck? Right? And because of that, what you would see is you'd see humans stuck in their sin. That's why they're stuck there. Another way why they're stuck. As all these people are getting paid, like news people, people that work for the government, just to repeat. Well, we did this all the time. We still do it. We just talk a lot. And let's just repeat. We're getting paid. You get it? And because they're getting paid to do these areas, it's going to repeat, isn't it? Because someone needs that money, or worship money payment, don't they, in this place? So how do you get out of your sin, one of your sins you're trapped in? Shit. Maybe you really use your education. Don't look for a big life that they propaganda. You need a phone, you need a car, you need this car, you need this phone. Right? Hopefully they'll educate you more that you don't need all these things, because that's the trap to get you quickly into what they want you to do. You got payments to pay. And if you have a child, that's the worst of things like getting a house loan. That's the biggest payment sacrifice for yourself you're going to have to get. As soon as you get a kid, that means that you want to pass on your gene. You're going to like the kid. It's like buying a car. You like the car, but you know you're going to maintenance the car. Otherwise, don't have a kid. Otherwise, it'll become your worst nightmare. Right? Because you're going to have a car that you don't drive, but you're going to have to pay for all the people using it. You know what I mean? So, think about right? Or what yous do collectively and why yous are in your sins. Yous even have religions that repeat their book of sin. You see? They don't practice it, they don't preach it, they don't fight and die for it, but they'll say that you should. They say that they do, but they can't because they need to read this book to you and you go do it. They're the pastor buckers. They won't even go with the group. They won't even go feel it a lot, so they want to get it done and over and done with. They'll sit in their pancakes and coffee and back here, can you hear me, Sergeant? Can you hear me? Right? While you do all the work. That's one of your sins that you allow. You collectively allow this sin is why you have it. You see? How do you get rid of sins? You can't get rid of them by yourself. It's impossible. Because something will come in that's got it that will give it to you. You see, they shit stir you, they turn you into them, or if not worse. Right? And so, until we collectively, which is what Jesus said on the cross, they do not know what they're doing collectively. This dude over there. But they don't, because look at the outcome. Look at the law. This collective around me do not know what they're doing, and there's other ones too. They practice and preach, but they don't know how much they're actually devil demons inside, that they're barbaric. They do not know. It's like telling a monkey, you know that this is good. You know to push this button. Why aren't you doing it? Now you go monkey, after 5 minutes of trying to tell you something. That's humans. You see? About the sins. It keeps going back to that monkey way. It flips out. Can't stick to it too long. And we know all about that, trying to teach your kids. You got to do it in periods, don't you? But you've got to be real. And when you have people just bullying each other, not being real, and truth's not coming out where truth needs to be, people have evidence on people. This is how bad it is. I have evidence, right? You have evidence on people, literally do what they do, video, they're all in it. It's not made up shit, right? Even though we've got a world now, the demon's quickly trying to throw out these other things. So if you do get something, you can go, oh, it's made up. Right? Oh, and we've got no system to see if it is made up. That's the best way the devil to get out of shit, you see? And that's what it's doing. It will show you CI shows of what you could do, but it's not real. We can't all get that equipment. We're all too poor. They need a newer cop car before they can get a system that can make their job better. You know what I mean? We'll put out a TV show like Santa Claus. That's the truth, children out there. You find out when you get older. You find out Santa Claus, no? Guess what else you're going to find out that's not true? Definitely about religion. It's very sad. It's just a business now. Huh? Because if you look at how does business run and what moves do they move, you'll see religion people doing those moves, keeping to themselves, keep us great. But they practice that we need to get out of this sin. But then they need to show that and push that the hardest to make others want to be it. They're not even being it. If you're not doing it, why should I? You know what I mean? But anyway, I hope you do when it comes to these things. Because if you don't see these sins collectively, so you got to get these people who are in these positions to see these. If they're not really Christian, not really doing what they're saying, they just use the words, you're going to get a repeat. And we've heard a lot of them, haven't we? Right? So how are we going to get out of it? You let me know in comments. You give me some comments of how you can let me know. And you know what? I probably won't get a comment because you're in what I just told you. And have a good one. And see you later.